Heard you.
Excuse me. Yeah. Yo. Yeah. We here. Yo, can you hear me?
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Yo.
Hold on 1 second.
Nets fans is the best fans. The other Manhattan Knicks fans, they don't want none of that. They know we coming for the win at the Garden. Yo. Yo, these Knicks fans and quicksand, they gonna get no wins when we at the Garden. Like, stop playing. You want the freshest smoothies. You see, Breeze is like the coolest. Anytime I do this, I got bars before we even get to the Garden. Hitting them up more bars than the Garden. And
Yo, I'm gonna have to come right back. I'll be right back.
All right. Yo, it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. It's Kev. It's Nixon-ish. It's KvN who run the city, the podcast. Y'all know what's up. Y'all know what we do. It's Friday, and we gonna talk about it. Who are we? We the new look Nets. Who are you? Are you still a Nets fan after KD left? Are you still a Nets fan in your heart?
There we go.
Who I am. I know
so,
what kind
yo,
of fan I am. I ain't leave as a fan left, huh?
Yo, what's goody? Nice. What's goody, y'all? What's goody? I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, man, talk to me nice.
Yeah, yo,
I'm still a Nets fan. KD left. I'm still a Nets fan. Kyrie left. I'm still a Nets fan. Hold on, let me slow it down. It's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. It's Kev. It's Nixon-ish. It's KvN who run the city. Y'all know what's up, man. Y'all know what we do. Y'all know who we are, man. Let's talk about it, man. I see y'all just played Philly. Fresh off of that. I caught the fourth quarter, tough man. Loss. Talk to me, man.
Tough loss. It was a tough loss. You know, turnovers and not protecting the perimeter. That's been our biggest problem this season. And you know, hopefully with the addition of Josh Hart, who's a pretty good perimeter defender. He didn't play tonight. He should be playing tomorrow. He should be we play Utah if I'm not mistaken. And I think we should be fine, but I'm not worried, man. It was you know, we played pretty good the whole game until we got to the fourth quarter. Then, you know, shit kind of went left, you know, but I ain't worried about it. But yo, before we start off,
right.
We're gonna have to change that the intro and get KD and Kyrie up out of here. That's how we're gonna have to start this off. Y'all gonna have cause man, they really like pull a number on y'all right now, man.
Yeah, now that's all facts, and I love that intro. Shout out to Jay Fluky.
Yo, word! Shout out to him. He do some high shit.
Yeah, word, man. Listen, that part I can't lie. It's like whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever. Y'all don't want to be here, whatever. Listen, hold on. On that note, you're right, Kev. We do have to do that. And also, I want to say before you get into the Philly game, I want to say that we got our culture back. Spencer Dinwiddie should have been running this team before KD and Kyrie got here in the first place, and he back running the team. And they thought it was going to be Cam Thomas. He's number 2, but Spencer Dinwiddie is number 1. So, and this is Spencer Dinwiddie team, and this is how it was supposed to be before KD, Kyrie came and did what they did. So, I think if the ceiling is what KD and Kyrie did is to go to the second round, I think we do that this season. I see the Nets in the second round, Game 7. Let's go. I see us going that far. After that, I don't know. I'm saying that feeling that
I don't know if I could.
I think we can do that this season.
I don't know if I could take that because I've heard 5 out of 10 championships, and we're gonna run this. We're gonna run this decade like the Bulls did in the 90s, and we didn't see none of that. We didn't say none of that. We dished out all this money. We dished out all this money. We dished out all these draft picks, all these young players, young assets. We fired our coach, to bring in a coach who was inexperienced, who didn't have all the experience in the world over guys that had experience, championship experience. Like it's been a really bad roller coaster ride for you guys, man. Yeah. And then to top it off, you guys do all this. You follow the all-star, like, let's get a star this, a star that, and let's mortgage our future, and then bow, they switch up on y'all. Hey, Kyrie, he's not happy because y'all don't want to pay him. So he's like, you know what? Get me up out of here. Boom. That's the first guy. And then quietly, right after that, KD slithers his way out. He slithers his way out the grass and follows Kyrie and says, yo, get me up out of here, bro. Get me up out of here. But I will say this, hey, KD, don't you wish you would have came to the Knicks? Don't you wish you would have came to the Knicks?
Listen, what I want to say is that, I mean, I don't want to cut you off. Are you finished? Or
no, go ahead, do your thing, man. You do your thing.
Barry said, "What's good?"
What up, y'all?
Yeah,
what
we
up,
trying
y'all?
to go 10-0. You know
what
I mean?
Up,
That's
Barry?
We gonna get to that. That's what we really gonna get to. That's what I'm here for, because I know a lot of people doubted us, and it feel good to be the underdog, even though we got potential 3 depoy type players in Finney Smith, Nick Claxton, and Mikal Bridges. What we talking about? Y'all talk about.
Oh wow, I can't wait to talk about Mikal Bridges.
Hold on, we got a defensive style coach. Hold on, I already addressed that. That's a Nets matter. We
we got to talk about that. We got to talk about that.
We will. Hold on, but far as the team is assembled, everybody wants us to be heard about KD and Kyrie, and I, for one, feel like the ceiling is what they did when they were here, and that's went to second round, Game 7. If we do that,
bad sweep and a bad sweep in the first round.
Right. If we do that, I don't think we get swept in the first round. Not this team. This team got great. All of the stuff that I wish that we had with the teams doing all of these different teammates and trading every player every season, it's over with. This is a cohesive unit that we could build on. Cam Thomas been watched by that's Dorian Finney-Smith, since he was young. He said Cam was young, boy, hitting buckets. They from the same area in VA or whatever. Case in point is that's chemistry going. You're going to see that. Spencer was there when Clax was a young one. I mean, a rookie, not getting burned. And he also said he one of the most talented players he ever seen. He said that before Clax had this season. So watch for that. That combination between Spencer and Clax. If you're a Nets fan, you know we the best fans. We all know what's going to happen when Clax and Spencer on the floor at the same time. Now, that's more chemistry. You got spacing now for Wasabi Watanabe to knock down his 3, because you got to add something that, oh, no, not part. You got Spencer and Cam Thomas creating space because they shot creators. Spencer Dinwiddie could create his own shot, and we might be the best duo in the East Coast. Be careful. This duo between Spencer Dinwiddie and Cam Thomas could be one of the best duos. And far as roles concerned, yes, like I said, Quentin Grimes was having a better season than him because his role was more vital to the Knicks than what Cam Thomas in the roster rotation behind Seth Curry and Kyrie Irving. But with them not being there, he showed up 3 40-point games. And then y'all were mad at me because I say he had numbers like AI in college. And I say, he's not.
You try to compare. Y'all tried to y'all tried to compare him.
Hold on.
I tried to do.
Hold on. I said his numbers is in contrast. When you look at the numbers, they similar. AI did better because he did it for 2 seasons. Cam Thomas only did it for one season. I'm saying all like to say, if he had the minutes, he could be a 20 plus, a double-digit scorer, or score 20 plus a game. Now, my theory was true the entire time. Now, whether y'all give me credit for it, that's fine. Trust me, I went to the history, watch our vlogs, I watch our lives, I watch our shows. So I went and I seen your boy T-Tom say that Deuce McBride is better than Grimes. You believe that too?
Nah, I never said that. You know, I never said no shit.
Oh, okay, like okay. I'm just saying that's what he said. You know what I mean? I post that on Twitter. You know what I mean? Just in case he wanted smoke. But anyway, like I said, I feel like Cam Thomas, after scoring 40-point games 3 times.
Yeah, but you hold up. Can I say something?
I'm just laying the plane saying this. The only other player that did that was Allen Iverson. Like, listen, man.
Okay, so let's talk about this because you said, okay, let's not try to make it see. You said that he would average 20+ point a game while KD and Kyrie was on the team. That's what you said. And we said, no, he wouldn't. He would not be able to do that because KD and Kyrie demand the ball way too much. And you had James Harden at the time. So that's why we were saying what we said. Don't try to throw that against us now because you were saying it while those guys were on the team. You wasn't saying that if those guys weren't on the team, bro.
Listen, I said that because I didn't picture them off the team. Like
exactly,
I never thought of a scenario where, and again, this is how I feel about this whole trade situation. Since we touching base on it, KD, do what you do. I guess fans shouldn't expect nothing different from you, man. It is what it is. You had your picture on my board this entire time I was doing this podcast. I had to take that picture down, but you know what? You know what? You know what I did? 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 I told my son to never throw away the Dinwiddie poster. You heard me? We always had it. We never left it.
Yo, that was a bad one right there.
I just want to say, Dinwiddie, I'm glad that you back. We kept your poster, and now that you back, I just want to let you know that this poster means something to me. You know what I'm saying? It's the first Brooklyn Nets poster that I bought for my son, and I told him you was my favorite player at the time, and you back and you show Cam Thomas he not alone. When Kevin Durant, the big homie, I heard Cam Thomas say Kevin Durant, the big homie, and then you left him.
Left him to yo, he left y'all to die.
Spencer Dinwiddie showed up, said, I got you, homie. Now I'm saying, and just made sure that he was there to show up in the fourth quarter. When you watch the game, if you watch the game, you see Dinwiddie show up in the fourth quarter, big time, hitting threes, driving to the basket. Trust me, I'm waiting for Claxton and Dinwiddie to be on the floor at the same time.
You know
what's going on with the Brooklyn Nets. I see us making a playoff. So 1 through 6 team, I'll say that. I think we toggle between 5 and 4 these from this Friday to next Friday. We toggle from 5 to 4. We're not going to 6 or 7 or 8. Facts.
That's right now, it's like Jay Eastwood said. You gotta build chemistry, bro. You only played 1 game against a bad Bulls team. Like you gotta give it time to gel. I mean, I'm not saying that you guys are not a good team, but at the same time, you still gotta develop that chemistry and build that up. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
And there's a lot of strong teams now in the East, bro. Like you guys lost big pieces to your team. You know, you lost big pieces, bro. I think
Cam Thomas felt that Kyrie
bro.
Piece.
Yo, you bugging. Kyrie is a different breed, bro. He's a different breed. I'm not saying Cam Thomas is not a good player, but Kyrie, bro, he different, bro. You can't do that.
I'm not taking nothing away from Kyrie. I'm saying he averaged 20 plus. We could get 20 plus from Cam Thomas. That's what I'm saying. Right. And that being said, I got nothing to salt him up as far as his game and nothing like that. You got it. When it comes down to Kyrie Irving, you got it. I don't ever got no spicy talk. You got it. But he averaged like 25 a game. I think on nights we want or need Cam Thomas to get 25, we could get it for him. I think he's Mr. Reliable, and I think Dinwiddie's going to be there to show up. Where Cam Thomas don't have to be the number 1 option; he could be the number 2 option, which I love. I think this duo is going to be nice. I'm not just here trying to sound good.
I got you.
At that combination, All right.
How do you replace? How do you before you go there? How do you replace KD though?
No,
those are big shoes to fill right there.
Offensively, we don't replace Kevin Durant. We don't. So my thing is we have to pick up where we can improve, and I think that's the defense. That's why when I've mentioned the Nets, the new look Nets as a recent, we got 3 depoy candidates, or you could at least say a strong 2, in Nick Claxton and Mikal Bridges. And Finney Smith, I hear he's no slack. He can guard 1 through 5.
Nah, he can't. He's a good defender.
And shout out to my guy Live. He noticed that too, and I seen that as well, where he missed like the first 2 3-pointers, pump faked, and went to the basket. He's not somebody that's gonna shoot until he hit the 3. If he feel like he cold, he'll drive to the basket, and I love that because I think the New York style of play, like just me growing up, it wasn't what Curry did. Curry changed it to where everybody just, I don't know, taking wild jumpers from far away, like real far away. You know what I'm saying? Like, but growing up, the New York style of play, just being honest, the New York style of play was driving to the basket. You know what I mean? Like, if you had a jumper, you was nice. Like, everybody thought you was going to the NBA if you had a jumper. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like anybody could go to the hole, hit from, like, you know what I mean, the foul line or something like that. But if you was hitting it from like far, like, but yeah, that's what I grew up seeing in New York. But I think Finney Smith, he fit right in. I heard he from like Jersey or something. So again, I'm saying all that to say, with the chemistry part, get into what you said. I think, it's of course experience can only give you chemistry for 1. For 2, the chemistry come from Finney Smith and Dinwiddie playing together in Dallas. The chemistry come from Clax and Dinwiddie playing together in Brooklyn. The chemistry comes from the relationship that Jacque Vaughn has with Dinwiddie before he got traded. You know, understand what I'm saying? The chemistry comes from Cam Thomas knowing Finney Smith from when he was young. You know what I mean? He young, younger. You know what I mean? So, and then you got, you know, just a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, where you got Cam Thomas and Wasabi Watanabe, both from Japan. There's bonds they could build from, where they could build a relationship on and off the floor and become great friends, teammates, and all of that stuff that can show why they playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? You know where he gonna be. Like, one of the smartest things that I seen that players do when I seen a player going to the basket, driving to the basket, is the wingman sliding with him. Like, he's not standing in one spot. So if the defense collapse on him, he's able to kick it to the guy in the corner because the guy's trying to close in. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if he was on an elbow, like, it's hard to explain, man. But I don't know.
What up, Fries? What's goody, Fries?
Word. But yeah, man, I know I'm long-winded, man. But again, what happened in the fourth quarter? The fourth quarter,
you know, like I feel like it's
play right here.
Huh?
I said I got the play-by-play right here.
Yeah. You know, it's always a struggle in the fourth quarter. You know, bad perimeter, not guarding the perimeter well. Costly turnovers. You know, not being aggressive. You know what I mean? Like the way we should. And you know, and that's what the course is. And plus, you know, we play, you know, a really good team, you know. The Sixers ain't no slouch. It's not easy to beat Joel Embiid and James Harden. So we pretty much, the season is pretty much tied. So I guess that's it, the series. They tied the series, man. Which I thought we should have won this game. We fought hard to try to win it, but we just couldn't end it at the end, man.
Yo, man, listen, I ain't gonna lie. I was watching the game to see how you was gonna break it down, and what I will say is at the first thing that happened is the lineup changed. So they start the fourth quarter with Harden, Harris, Maxey, Niang, and
Maxey was killing us. Killing us, bro. He was the
right. So hold on,
Joel Embiid.
Yeah, so you know, hold on. I want to kind of pick this apart a little bit because you know, but y'all both our next teams that we gotta play. So
right,
you know, I was looking at to see what y'all both do because we want to beat both of y'all. So I see RJ, he take a 2-point jump shot, he missed that. I'm like, oh, okay. They start the quarter with RJ, so he misses, and then there's a rebound by Harris. Harden a turnover, a bad pass. I remember that too. Right there, I thought y'all was going to capitalize. When Harden made that bad pass, I thought y'all was going to capitalize. So Miles McBride was the second one. They took the shot attempt in the fourth quarter. I'm just reading all fourth quarters. It's the only thing I seen for real. I didn't see the whole game. So Miles McBride misses 2-point driving floating bank shot. You think he was fouled on that play or no?
It was questionable. It's questionable. You know the refs always be on some other stuff, bro. They always be on tic-tac and stuff. But I'm not gonna go that route, bro, because at the end of the day, I think we even had like a 13, 14 point lead at one point in this game. You know, and we pretty much blew it. So you know that's a tough one. And we just got to move on to the next. But I will say to that comment, right? I will say to that comment.
Hold on, let me read it. I was going to read it. He said, we doing what? He said, Nets is running laps around the Knicks. We doing what we did before the re-up, even better we already did. They doing
y'all went and signed stars just to beat the Knicks. And you went and mortgaged like I said before, y'all went and mortgaged your whole franchise, gave KD all this money, right? You gave KD all this money, went and traded Harden to Philly for Ben Simmons. You took on that nasty contract, and you did all that just to beat the Knicks. Congratulations. Congratulations. You went and did all that and went 9-0 against the Knicks, but couldn't win a championship. Hey, Dennis, listen. Dennis Milton, if you proud of that, if you proud of that, yo, I don't know how you could be proud of mid, bro, because to me that's mid. That's mid, bro.
Let me say this. I want to say first and foremost, again, I don't miss KD and Kyrie together because ultimately we got to the second round, and no matter how much of a dramatic fashion on why we didn't get further than that, it's the second round. Right. I think we can do that with this roster right now. And
listen, I don't know. It's too early to say that because you only played one game with this team.
Hold on. Let me tell you why. Again, Sean Marks is cleaning up his mess. I said that he made a mess by trading Jarrett Allen and not letting your strength as a GM be focused on your draft pick in Jarrett Allen. Joe Harris, respectfully, was not a draft pick. He came from Cleveland.
What up, Joffrey? What's good, bro?
So case in point is you gave a player that wasn't your draft pick the bag before you gave it to your draft pick. He is cleaning up his mess. Spencer Dinwiddie in the press conference on the way here, before he started the next game, he was like, yeah, pretty much this is where my career started. You know what I mean? He didn't start here. Like, I think he was in Detroit, but like where he really got nice, and he was breaking it down. He was like, from 2019 to 2020, I averaged like 19.1, and the next year I averaged like 20. Like, yo, he know his stuff, and he want this. He felt like he should have been the number one option back then before the KD and Kyrie trade. Now he the number one option, and he deserve it. This is his team.
That's what happens.
The rising star is Cam Thomas, man.
That's what happens. That's what happens when you let stars dictate your organization. They start making fucked up moves. But wait a minute, I want to. I said what's up to Joffrey. All love, bro. And to rebuttal this right here. You can't tell me that KD was the only one locked in when he went behind their back and quietly went and asked for a trade, bro. That's not being locked in. Being locked in is saying, you know what? Fuck that. Bye, Kyrie. I'm still going to stay with the team, and I ain't going to do y'all dirty after y'all went and gave me free money. Y'all went and gave me free money and let me heal my injury. Free money, Barry. The Nets gave KD, and he did them dirty, bro. He did them dirty, bro. You don't do that. That's not being locked in, bro. That dude is the biggest snake ever.
Listen, but again, like I said, I'm over it just for the simple fact that the next game we won. I'll be honest with you. I felt like that game that we lost versus the Clippers, if Spencer was there, we would have won that game. Now that Spencer is there, and now that we getting Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson, when I think of the possibilities, when I do the roster, I say, oh, wow, look at the things that Jacques Vaughn can do. You got Dinwiddie at 1, you got Cam Thomas at 2, you got Mikal Bridges at 3, you got Finney Smith at 4, you got Nick Claxton at 5. Everybody's saying that, oh, we need a big man. Finney Smith is our guy. You put Day'Ron Sharpe in the mix, however JVC fit, but you got Finney Smith right there that's going to play great defense and focus his game on defense instead of feeling like a player that needs to score the ball. Got Cam Thomas, again, in a nutshell, as far as chemistry, to what Kev said, everybody's role is, if everybody stick to their role, that's where the chemistry come from. Spencer do what Spencer do and lead the team. Cam Thomas is strong too. Mikal Bridges defense, and consistency. I heard he never missed a game ever in the NBA. You know what I'm saying?
He also said he loved New York and loves Madison Square Garden before. And I'm like, yo, fam, well, you come to New York, you get traded to New York, and the first thing you say is, I love New York and I love playing at MSG. You're not even on the Knicks. You love playing at MSG, but I'm gonna say this, Mikal Bridges, listen. When you hit the open market, holla at my man Leon Rose, bro. We got you, fam. We got a spot for you, Mikal. Listen, we got you, bro. He said, yo, loud and clear. I love playing in New York. I love playing in MSG. Mm-hmm. And you know, the Barclays is nice. I played a couple of college games. I'm like, wow, my man went off on that one, bro. Okay, I hear you, Mikal, man. I hear you. I hear you loud and clear, bro. I hear you loud and clear, bro.
Yo, when I seen that, I was just looking like, I can't believe my eyes. He said that in the Barclays too.
Yo, he said that loud and clear for y'all to hear him. Like, yeah, that's right.
I ain't going to trip. If I was him, I would be mad too, because the fact is this: he never missed an NBA game, for one. For two, dude got drafted by the Phoenix Suns. So imagine you got drafted by this team, never missed a game. You get traded for KD, and respectfully, I don't think they got enough to meet us in the finals, man. KD, they're gonna be a good team because Ayton is a beast, and I was mad that we didn't get Ayton. Like, how y'all ain't give us Ayton for KD? How you didn't negotiate that? But I'm not tripping though. I'm telling you, man, I'm not tripping. I really feel like we got a good team, and I do think that we could reach the same ceiling that KD and Kyrie had. I see us getting to the second round. I do. I really do feel like we could get to the second round. And again, it's because our backcourt could create space for our shooters and Wasabi Watanabe, and we got help with Clax and a big man with Smith, and that's what we was lacking before. We don't make up for KD points. But again, I'm reading this book, T-Neck to Brooklyn, written by Rick Laughlin, and they explain the ABA championship team. Both they had like 5-6 players that average double digits, and that's what you get right now with the Brooklyn Nets. And they also explained that they build the culture around the coach, and that coach is Jacques Vaughn. So just take a walk. Hold on. I'm gonna land the plane real quick. But I just want y'all to know what I'm saying, to see it through this lens. You know what I mean? Look, just hear it from my perspective. The fact that we got multiple scorers that could give us a good 15 to 20 points a game makes it to where if we're cohesive and play as a unit, we had 26 assists last game. If we could keep up 26 plus assists, we could beat any team in the NBA. Talk to me.
Yo, I laughed, right? Because you said that this was a ship.
Thanks.
A ship named Championship.
Yeah.
You said this was a ship named Championship. And KD and Kyrie was like, this shit is about to Yo, they jumped off the ship, but they was like, yo, Kyrie jumped off, and he was like, KD was like, wait a minute, wait for me, bro. Wait for me. Jumped right off the ship.
Listen, Kyrie, KD, and LeBron can't make it to the final.
Wow, man. Wow.
Somebody gonna get
that's
off, man. And part
that's
of
hilarious.
Listen,
you see, remember can I ask you a question?
I just want to say something to what you said.
Go ahead.
This is right. This is happening rightfully so because we built the culture around superstars and KD and Kyrie, to what you said. But now we're not doing it through stars. We're doing it through the coach. And that's the culture that we want to build.
Right. This is gonna make him. This is gonna actually tell you what kind of coach Jack Vaughn is right now without those stars. Right. That's one thing. But do you remember when I was talking when me and you were debating about KD's leadership? Yeah. And I kept trying to tell you, bro, that man is not a leader, bro. He does not lead by example. It's all about KD. He don't care about the team, bro. Mm-hmm. He don't care about the team, bro. And look what he did. Look at how he replaced the Brooklyn Nets, man. Yeah, that's ugly work, bro. Nasty. Mm-hmm. Nasty. I know that's your boy Barry, but that's nasty work. Nasty work.
Yeah. Nah. It's no way that Dinwiddie could come back to the team. Dinwiddie got a warm welcome when he came back. Kevin Durant can never come back to the Brooklyn Nets, man.
Nah, you said, maybe they'll bring him back though.
No, I was joking. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, that was a joke. Okay,
yeah. Because my thing is, listening to Dinwiddie, that's the leadership that we need. Listening to him and how he explained what it means for him to win here, because his career got really good. He was booming here, doing his thing. I think that's part of the leadership that we need. That purpose. Excuse me. I'm here for a reason. I built this. It's like Dinwiddie was building this, and he get traded. And then KD is so great, but again, like I said, if the measuring stick is second round, game 7, I'll take my chances. If I was a betting man, I'll take my chances with the Brooklyn Nets, and I'm taking it there. I'm saying that we could make it to the second round with this roster because of defense. Don't replace Kevin Durant offense. We don't. I'm not trying to smooth talk y'all on him. We replace his offense. We don't.
You don't even replace Kyrie's offense.
Nah, we do with Cam Thomas.
Nah, you don't. Kyrie's different, bro.
Nah.
We can't do that.
Yo, Cam Thomas scored 40 3 times in a row. Bro, that's impressive, bro.
No, it's impressive. I ain't knocking it. You know what I mean? I'm not knocking it, but he did go 1-2. You know what I mean? Y'all lost 2 games out of that. So that really didn't help y'all win. Some of that plays in the part, bro. Some of that plays in the part. Hold a no homo thing, huh?
Right.
I do believe, Jaffe, I do believe we're gonna win.
Hold on, we're gonna get into
I do believe we're gonna win.
I'm gonna get to that too. Hold on.
Because I always go into every game thinking we're gonna win. I never go into any game thinking we're gonna lose, bro. Ever.
Right. Right. Hold on. I think we're gonna win. So I just want to address this so I ain't gonna have it on my mind. I can talk about how I think we gonna beat the Knicks. Listen, Cam Thomas getting that fine shows that if you watch the interview, you could tell he meant no harm by it. If they're gonna, if they're gonna do that and consider it fine worthy, then again, you've seen his apology afterwards. But what I will say is, I'm being careful with my words. In my neighborhood, growing up, we used to do this thing. We used to do this thing called pause. So if it sounded something like how you would say, if it sounded a way where it sounded funny, you understand what I'm saying? It sounded funny. We would say pause. So we would never had no phobia of anything. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We were just looking at it like, you know, it's all in fun, it's all in conversation. We never looked at each other no type of way, and it was just part of conversation where we say pause this and pause that. You know, and then it became involved like, oh, that's a young thing. You saying pause this and pause that, and it's like, you know, it's out of respect, you know what I mean? Just acknowledging. I understand that you may have misunderstood that's what pause mean to me. Like it sounds a way, it sounds funny, but because you might have misunderstood how I said it or what I said, I'll say pause. You know what I'm saying? To give you the, I guess, articulate the reason why we say the word pause. But I feel like it's necessary in this society. I don't think that what he said was fine worthy, because I know like where we from, specifically New York. You know what I'm saying? The slang was that growing up. But again, shout out to Cam Thomas, man. I seen your apology. And again, man, I'm glad you got the apology to that community, so you could just focus on basketball. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
because
I
don't want to take out the sport with other stuff outside of basketball, because that's what we got with KD and Kyrie. So we're not trying to.
You got to be careful. You know
what I mean?
You definitely got to be careful what you say nowadays, because you know people getting canceled for shit like, you know, for minor shit. You know, like literally canceled. So, but he's young, bro. He's young. Hi, Miss Barber. Hi, Miss Tanya. How you doing? You know, you know how it is, bro. It's a sensitive world nowadays, and sometimes you just gotta pick your words right, you know, before you say things, because there's always some type of consequence. The media likes to turn shit around, like, you know, and turn everything to a negative way, and
right.
You
but
just gotta be careful.
Yeah, that's why I said pause, because pause is like saying what he said, but instead of saying what he said, which I'm not going to say, we would say pause. You know what I mean?
But you know, but the thing is that they don't, you know, the people in the media and all that stuff, they don't understand the language. Like we understand it.
Right.
I don't like. Listen, I don't like to use the word pause. I think that shit is whack. Honestly, me personally.
Right,
you know,
right.
But I know what it means.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know what it means. And
you know it's not offensive.
Exactly. I know it's not offensive. I don't take it offensive. But you know, those people in the media, they don't understand that type of language. They not on that language. They not on it like us. So, you know, any little thing you say like that, they're gonna make this, you know, they're gonna make this big deal about it out of nothing. Something so little, they'll make it like that.
Yeah, and again, you know, shout to Spencer Dinwiddie and Cam Thomas. You know, I seen the interview. I didn't take in. I just thought they were excited that they just won the game. You know, it's a lot going against them, far as everything, far as the media, and you know, you got Jacques Vaughn doing the best he could to keep these guys focused on basketball, and you know, just staying out of the media unless it has something to do with basketball. And it always seemed like the media has to try to spin it away to make it more than basketball. And I think, again, the fun is why we watch the sport. We don't watch it for the post game interviews. You feel what I'm saying? And like let the post game interviews be what they are.
Nah, it's true, bro. Like, there's always some type of twist, bro. They always try to twist everything and make everything like, you know, turn everything negative, because negativity sells. You know, anything negative you put out there, bro, forget it. Like all the negative stuff that's been happening lately with y'all. You know, forget it, bro. That's getting all kind of publicity. Oh, what up, T? What up, T? Salute to my guy T, man. I appreciate you for always, you know, letting me be a part of this, man. I know you get tired of hearing it sometimes, but I'm always gonna say it, man. Salute to you, bro.
Yeah, yo, shout to T-Time, man. Yeah, I ain't doing this shit is like, I look forward to it, because to me it's fun. For one, you know, I think, you know, there's other podcasts that do it, but I like the energy that I think we got a unique style, you know what I'm saying? You know, our approach, I think it separates us from other platforms. Shout out to everybody else, you know, on their platform doing what they do. But, you know, I like our authenticism, man. I like what we got.
Nah, that's a fact. Like today, for instance, man, shout out to Alan Ha, man. He shared the post today, a post that I put up of Josh Hart.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a video that he made. I just changed the graphic in the background and put the little Nick logo on the top right hand corner, and I put it out there. And apparently, Alan Hahn seen it and shared it. And I appreciate Alan Hahn for doing that. I mean, something little like that, man. That helps out, and we appreciate you for sharing our content, and shout out to you, Alan.
Right. Like, again, shout to Sarah Cousteau and shout to Frankie Ice. Jay, he had seen him at the Barclays and he asked him to give a shout out to the podcast, and he did. I got it clipped up so I could start my show with it. But
no doubt.
it means that much to a vlog on to come up. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. That's a fact,
so
man. Like,
I don't want y'all to think that I took it for granted. I don't, man. Trust me. And I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Sarah Cousteau. And I enjoy listening to you call a game. When I'm listening to the Brooklyn Nets game, I hear you call it sometimes. Sometimes I hear it's Chris and Cap, I think, and sometimes I hear you. But that being said, I always enjoy it. Shout out to Ian. You know what I mean? We played the Clippers the other day too, and I think his son was the other announcer. So yeah, man. Just doing this vlogging thing, you see how they call a game too. You know what I mean? That's interesting too. Shout out to Voice of the Nets too. I listen to that podcast. I think they got a new episode I ain't see. The Brooklyn Nets just came out with The Bridge as well too. That's like a little mini movie for Nets fans to check out. You know what I'm saying? Check that out as well. But yeah, man, when I look at the standings, these games are vital. You know what I mean? I feel like we took a hit, both teams losing to the Clippers. I definitely wanted to avenge the Knicks. And the Clippers beat the Knicks, so I definitely wanted the Nets to beat the Clippers, and I think we was close, man. We couldn't stop them. We was going basket for basket when we needed stops, and you could see how we missed Claxton that game. Was Claxton there? It was. Yeah, I think Claxton was there. He was there.
Yeah, that's another game right there that we had towards the end of the game. We were up by 3 with like seconds left. And that dude Batum hit the 3-point shot to tie the game, and in overtime. I don't know, like I don't like to use refs as an excuse.
Yeah.
But I feel like in that game, stuff started happening that was kind of suspect, but it is what it is, man. Shout out to the guys, man. They play their heart out against really good teams. When guys said the Knicks wouldn't, Jalen Brunson wouldn't push the needle for the Knicks, and so far he's pushing the needle for the Knicks, man. I actually think he should have been an all-star this year. He got snubbed.
Yeah, no, he been playing good basketball. I think he had defensive ability though. Sometime, you know what I mean. But again, I don't know. I ain't got nothing bad to say about him. He's a good player, but I do think I did see him get, put in the post a few times. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, yo, bro, your man is like 6'1", playing guys that are like 2'3", 6'4", 6'5". And that's the thing. A lot of Knicks fans, I'm still gonna say it. I'm very disappointed in all those Knicks fans that did. I'm not saying every Knicks fan did it, but to all those that did not vote for him, shame on you. You should be ashamed of yourself, man. That's disgusting work right there.
Yo,
disgusting
but let me
work, bro.
Let me ask you, how right were you with your predictions last week?
I don't think I was right at all.
Oh,
I don't think I was right at all, man. Like, I think we went 500. We went 500. So that wasn't bad, I think we lost to the Nets, we lost to the Clippers, and then we lost this game. So I think we about where we at? So as of today, we 30-28. So I'll say we 4-9 in our last 12 12 games, 13 games.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to step it up,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Every win, every game now is important, man. Every game from here on out, and our schedule doesn't really get easy either. It gets hard. And we play really good teams. We still got 2 more games against y'all. We got the Kings. The Kings are a really good team in the West. They tough.
Yeah.
We got some tough teams ahead of us, man. They a surprising team, bro. They're a surprising team, man.
Yeah, listen, I feel like our schedule is tough too. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh no, we 4-8 in our division. I thought that was our last 10 games.
Oh, yeah, man. Y'all Philly in the division, and we in the division. So
yeah,
this is right
well,
there.
we 2-2 against Philly. We're 1-0 against Miami. We're 2-1 against Cleveland, and 1-0 against Boston. I think we lost the series against Atlanta.
Cleveland not in the division, though.
Huh?
Cleveland are not in our division.
No, I'm just saying. I know. I'm just saying that those are pretty much a lot of the teams we played. The Bucks, we lost both the games we played them. They kind of smacked us up.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see. We and again in dramatic fashion, man. Cam Thomas show we at number 2, and I'll get into that with you real quick too. The Cam Thomas Quentin Grimes conversation. Now, I did say that Quentin Grimes was having a better season. I believe it's true.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get back to this because I want these Knicks fans to look me in the eyes. I want y'all Knicks fans to look me in the eyes and honestly tell me that y'all don't see what I see in Cool Hand Cam Thomas.
Listen,
Now,
let's make it real clear here. Stop trying to act like you put me on game for Cam Thomas. Let's make that real clear here. And that's to you and to every other net fan. Because I've been watching. Listen, I've been watching Cam Thomas since LSU. Y'all can't tell me nothing about Cam Thomas. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Okay, and I remember. Hi, Mama, how you doing? I remember when Coach Tommy T went to go watch Cam Thomas, and the Knicks were talking about actually drafting Cam Thomas. So there's really nothing to talk about here. I always say, and I will stick to my guns, that Quentin Grimes is the better two-way player. It's a fact. It's a fact. It's a fact. I've never once doubted Cam Thomas. I've always gave Cam Thomas his flowers. I've always said Cam Thomas is a straight bucket. And you could go to every live that we've ever done, and you can hear me say that Cam Thomas is a bucket. I never doubted him. The only reason why me and you had debates about Cam Thomas was because you kept comparing him to great players like Allen Iverson, Hakeem Olajuwon. Who was the other guys? Because there were some other guys that you had mentioned that I'm like, yo, bro, you bugging.
I'm not saying you didn't say Cam Thomas wasn't nice. What I did say was, as far as season is concerned, Cam Thomas had the best rookie season. I said that,
and I always said he didn't because if you look at the numbers, Quentin Grimes played less games and has similar numbers to Cam Thomas. You could look at the numbers all the way down the line, bro. He played less time. Right. He played less time than Cam Thomas, bro.
Right. That's my point. Is that he was less important to the Knicks than Cam Thomas was more important to the Nets than Quentin Grimes.
Not really. It wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't important because he didn't help y'all win. That's number one.
He did. He helped us.
No, he did not. No, he did not. He did. He helped y'all beat us with one game. In one game, that's one game, right? And not only did he do that, right? He got benched throughout the whole entire playoff. He was a non-factor in helping y'all win.
You see what happened in Nash because he did that.
But no. That's not what happened to Nash. What happened to Nash is not even fair. No. What happened to Nash is not even fair. What happened to Nash is not even fair. Y'all, you see, this is the thing about Net fans. Y'all don't like to hear the truth. That man and a guy with a guy with no experience at all whatsoever. That man never even was an assistant coach in the NBA. And Sean Marks threw him to the Lions then. He threw them to the Lions. He said, here, I'm going to leave you in the middle of Africa with the Lions, and I'm going to leave you right there. That's what he did.
Listen.
And Kevin Durant and Kyrie tore him apart. James Harden, like, they hardly even played. This man had to play with half the time without his stars, bro. Half the time.
Me personally, I'm over it. You know, the Nash era, the KD, Kyrie era, it's all over.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, y'all guys discredit Steve Nash to the fullest, and I don't think that's fair, man.
Again, I see the difference between coaches. I seen the difference between Nash and Kitty Atkinson, and that's the contrast that I made. But case in point, after it's all over, a lot of the blame is spread between all of them. Sean Marks, Nash, KD, and Kyrie. So I could go on and on about that, but nah. We got this new team. We got a defensive style team, and the need that we needed was a big man, and I think we got that in Finney Smith. And I think that's part of the reason why Mikal Bridges and Nick Claxton is going to stifle teams. We're going to keep teams to 100, between 100 and 110 points. That's how I predicted. That's how I call it.
That's a lot of points to give up, though. That's not really good defense.
100 and 110?
That's not good defense, bro. That's bad defense,
if you keep a team to 100, that's good.
No, when you keep a team under 100 points, that's good.
100, 102,
100 points, that's good. But if you're allowing 110 points a game, bro, that's not good. That's horrible defense.
Well, I don't. We've been winning games.
You're not gonna win games. You're not gonna win. You're not gonna win games allowing 110 points a game, bro. You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to go crazy scoring points, bro.
We ain't got no problems scoring points, to be honest.
Okay. Remember, this is one game, and y'all played a bad Bulls team.
Yeah, listen. Bad Bulls team, DeRozan played bad because of the defense we had on them. Like, Zach LaVine got his numbers, but both of them couldn't do their numbers, and they couldn't score enough points. They scored 105 points.
Yeah, I know. Then Woody said he didn't like the fact that Jack Vaughn had him playing Zach LaVine. He was like, I don't like that.
Yeah,
I don't like that. That's gonna be Mikal Bridges' job.
Right. Yeah, no, definitely, because I mean he gotta play both sides of the ball heavy. You gotta be the primary defender to guard Zach LaVine. He was giving us the business. You know what I'm saying? That being said, he played a great game, but DeRozan didn't. I think Finney Smith, you see the defense in him, and I think we have evolved into play a team that's going to win without Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons could give minimum effort and we can still win games because we don't rely on him to win games. In my honest opinion, I think that's the style of coaching that Jacques Vaughn is presenting to the Brooklyn Nets fans. Like we see what he does, and if anything, we'll put him in what I've seen him do, and we didn't score big. It was that he was surrounded by shooters, and again, because he wasn't aggressive, it doesn't give the correct spacing for the shooters to even shoot the three ball. Like, you gotta be aggressive enough to make the defense, draw the defense to W, or maybe if you're aggressive enough to drive to the basket. But if they know you're just gonna come down and set the pick, they kind of know what we're gonna do. So yeah, that lineup will work, but for it to work, Ben Simmons has to be more aggressive. So I'm interested to see what happens because Jacques Vaughn got Ben Simmons coming off the bench. And that's another thing.
He should be coming off the bench with his play. Yeah. That dude is trash, bro.
Yeah, that's what I like about Jacques Vaughn. Forget your contract. We trying to win, and this is the best fit for you. And
like Joe Harris shouldn't even be in the rotation.
Joe Harris hit 6 threes in the second quarter to help us win that last game.
Oh, finally he showed up, huh?
What? Yeah, he showed up.
He finally showed up. Just the other day, I was ready to trade him for Evan Fournier.
I'm the hell no, not the from Cornwall. But we was ready to trade him, man.
They was like, your man said, yo, I'll give you Evan Fournier. He said, I'll give you Joe Harris in a first round pick for Evan Fournier.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
We ain't got no loyalty to Joe Harris, man.
No loyalty whatsoever to that man.
Because we feel
Unbelievable.
like
This is the lead. He broke the record for the most 3-pointers in Nets history.
yeah, but he got to show up for big games, man. We got to make those threes when it mattered. And he was the number 2 guy when Kyrie went down in that Milwaukee series, and he was part of the reason. Him not having a good game is part of the reason why we couldn't beat them. So that being said, he had the opportunity. It should have never been his team for the 1-2 punch. It should have been Dinwiddie instead of Joe Harris. They gave Joe Harris the bag instead of Dinwiddie, Jared Allen, and Karis LeVert. So again, Sean Marks
has made so many mistakes, mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. You went and you traded Spencer Dinwiddie after he did what he did, took you to the playoffs. You went and you traded him only to not pay him, only to trade back for him. Like what kind of sense did that make?
I don't know. Listen, I know he make cleaning up his mess. He went out and got Spencer Dinwiddie back, and Sean Marks, you good in my book because of it. I ain't gonna lie. This is some type of redemption right here. You kind of redeemed yourself with getting Spencer Dinwiddie back. Shout out to you.
Can I ask you a question?
Right.
If let's say y'all don't win a championship this year or whatever, does he keep his job?
Who, Sean Marks?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think because he did business with Kevin Durant and Kyrie, got him in places that they wanted to be. Didn't force Kyrie to stay.
Well, not really Kyrie, because Kyrie wanted to go to the Lakers, and Joe Tsai was like, "Fuck that! You go where I go. You go where I send you." I mean, I ain't mad at it. I thought that was a good move by him, because I ain't gonna. You go where I sent you.
Yeah, but no. Again, it's not. It's about the pieces. When you look at the Nets, we don't need nothing from the Lakers. I mean, we doing better with Mikal Bridges, Finney Smith, Dinwiddie, and Cam Johnson. And again, I'm excited to see what the lineup is going to be. I could see Dinwiddie at 1, Cam Thomas at 2, Mikal at 3, Smith or Cam Johnson at 4.
That's a good one, Brad.
At 5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh man,
yeah, I wish I could put that up, man, but I'm on my phone and I can't really post stuff up. So in that aspect, Breezy got the advantage of me, because I got so many videos that I could put up right now, with the whole KD saga, the whole Kyrie saga, the 5 out of 10 championships in 10 years, all that stuff. I got all that stuff, but I can't put none of that stuff up on my phone, man. Just kind of sucks.
Yeah. what I was saying about, so y'all don't get lost in the sauce.
Oh man, this shit fucking somebody's calling. Yo, let me answer this real quick. My bad, yo.
All right.
Because now I can't hear you.
All right. So hold on. What I was saying about Cam Thomas, so you know what I mean? Y'all hear what I'm saying about him clearly. Listen, his role changed. Kyrie not there. He's the number 2 guy. He was behind Seth Curry, Ed Sumner, Kyrie Irving. You know what I'm saying? They had him. He wasn't the 6th man on the roster. You know what I mean? Things have changed since the beginning of the season. Him being the number 2 guy, he's definitely going to be a player that we go to, and his relevancy and usage rate is going to be different from what it was last season, where he only averaged a good 17 minutes per. You know what I mean? I think he averaged 30 minutes a game this season. You know what I'm saying? And, people don't believe me, and they get mad at me that I got to be the I told you so guy, when I bestow this knowledge on Knicks fans only because of this show. Had y'all not seen this show, this knowledge and wisdom that I bestow upon you, you would not know. So I want Knicks fans to all appreciate the knowledge that I bestow upon them, because all the Nets fans know how it go. Nets fans is the best fans. Y'all know how we do. My guy Barry in the chat saying this Cam era now, man. He's ready, man. He's young, he's hungry, and we got a lot of players on our team that got something to prove, that stays the same. Of guys feeling like they got something to prove, playing with a chip on their shoulder. Mikal Bridges feels some type of way. We need to see that energy when you playing basketball. Let us know, man. You know what I'm saying? I had tweeted him and said that he got to wear some butters to the next home game, and if he, saying that he like playing at the Garden, then he should help us beat the Knicks when we play them 2 games from now. So we'll see. I think he makes that game. And if he does, I think we win. Shout to Mikal Bridges. I could see him guarding up or RJ or guarding up on the perimeter of a Brunson, making him tough to look over. It's hard to see over Mikal Bridges, you know what I'm saying? So, hopefully he find a reason to love Brooklyn, man, whether it be a new girlfriend or it be the Cyclone or it be Coney Island or it be, Juniors or a chopped cheese, you know what I'm saying? Anything Brooklyn, man. I hope you fall in love with Brooklyn, man. I know you heard a lot when you was growing up about the Garden, and listen, I get it. I understand the nostalgia around it, and this is something new. You was a youngin', you don't, you know what I'm saying, know what it is to be
my
from
bad, bro. My bad.
Team. Now, hold on. I just was giving work to Mikal Bridges because of what he said on the news. Hold on. You got to get yourself some butters, and you got to get a chopped cheese. You got to get you a little honey bunny from you know I'm saying, from Brooklyn. I mean, around the way, girl. And I'm saying, you got to get that Brooklyn feel. You know what I mean? You got to go to Prospect Park. I'm saying, go to one of these parks, go to Soul in the Hole, go to Emerson Park. And I'm saying, go to the park right by the bridge, down the block from the Barclays, man. Get that Brooklyn feel. Go walk on the promenades. Go to where we did the practice in the park. Go over there and shoot some hoop with the guys. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. But wait. I'm gonna say this. Man. Y'all can't be saying net fans are the best fans when you got net fans that's jumping ship along with KD and Kyrie. We got a lot of those.
Who?
We got a lot of those out here, man. Jumping ship. They were repping Nets hard body. Then James Harden left. Then they jumped to Philly. Then now Kyrie left. Now they with the Mavs. Now they with the Suns. Like, that's kind of ugly work right there. You know what I mean? That's kind of ugly work, bro.
I know you're not talking about.
And Jaffe, that's true, bro.
Barry
that there was a lot of Net fans. Well, Barry, you not a Net fan. You a KD fan. You a KD fan first, so you don't count on this. You're not a Net fan. You're a KD fan, Barry. So let's make that be known, because you've always let it be known. You've always let it be known that that's what you was, and we always respected that. So you really don't count on this, but you know that a lot of Net fans was there just because of Kyrie and KD, and it's kind of quiet out there. Mm-hmm. It's kind of quiet out there now.
Listen, man, I'm a big fan. I'm going to continue to be a fan. I had a post on the book earlier. It was 4 years ago, and I was talking about how I didn't want Dinwiddie to come back until he was 100% healthy. KD and Kyrie was not on the roster. Check my track record. When y'all said that I wasn't a fan before KD and Kyrie, it's just not true. And it's something mean to say. I don't want to say. I don't want to say. I don't want to say mean things to you guys, but when you guys say such things, it hurts my feelings. You know what I mean? So I just want to let y'all know, y'all can go to my book and see actual 4 year. This, I don't even know why I got to do this, man. I wish I wouldn't put stains on my jacket though, man.
Listen, you put stains on your own jacket.
No,
you put stains on your own jacket.
Everything y'all ask me. I think a stain on your jacket is if you get caught in a lie or something like that.
You did get caught in a lie, because not only did you have Knicks paraphernalia on, you had memes out there.
Yo,
you had a bunch of Knicks memes. I still believe.
Yo, I told y'all I like that team. And yo, I'm telling you, I was hyped. That New York became a 2-team city. I was cool with it. I didn't know the history until Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Knicks fans is hostile towards Nets fans. You know what I mean? Imagine going to a party.
Nah, you made it that. You made it that.
Nah,
From
man.
day
It was
one,
never like
from day one when I met you, you always try to bring the smoke to me, and I had to smoke you many,
nah.
many, many, many times, bro. It's all on. We all
It,
got proof to this, bro. We could go back to all
listen.
the video flicks,
Mhm.
man.
And then again, you look at the Cam Thomas and you see, and this is what I was saying when I was waiting for you to come back. His role changed, just like
Definitely,
his
definitely.
role changed before from what it was to what it is now. And that season to season, I said it was going to happen last season. He didn't. It didn't happen until now, but it's still a good 25 plus games left. So for it to happen right now and us going to playoffs with his role change being a strong number two, because that's what I feel like Cam Thomas is. I don't think he's a number one option. I think he can be on some nights, but for the most part, we want to run the offense through Spencer Dinwiddie. It just seems right. Jacque Vaughn seemed like he should have always been a coach, and Spencer Dinwiddie, it seems like he should have always been the leader of this team. I like what we got going on. I like this team. I'm saying it. Yes, I am saying it. I like this team more than the team we had with KD and Kyrie. It's more
Wow,
authentic.
that's not what you were
It's,
saying before, though.
with this team, with
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even. What can I say
Yo,
about
you was those other teams. Yo, you predicted 5 championships with that team, bro.
it? No, but
5 championships you predicted, man.
that's
That
if
says
they
a lot.
stay. But
That
that's
says a
if they
lot.
that's if they stay. And think about when
Yeah,
I said that. And think about after every season how the roster change. We lose players that we need to build on. Jeff
yeah.
Green,
You lost
Brown.
Bruce
Like so
Brown.
season to season, that players that we need to keep to build with and get somebody else, but don't trade them. They trade the good players, and then we got to replace them. It's like goddamn. So now with these players, I don't know their contracts in totality, and I'll try to get to that maybe this episode, but if not, definitely next episode, I'll know that. Just to see the longevity and see, you know, if they're gonna be here or not. For me, I think we build with Cam Thomas and Nick Claxton, that's for sure. And then with
I
Spencer Dinwiddie coming back, you gotta commit to him this time. When it's contract time, you gotta commit to Dinwiddie this time. You can't fuck that up. You can't make a mistake and not commit to Dinwiddie this time. Facts.
Yeah, I when it comes to Quentin Grimes, I always said he's the better all around player. That's him, and in my and in my gut, I'm gonna stay with that, you know, because he's a hell of a defender.
Nah.
And he is, bro.
No,
Yes,
I'm
he
talking about
is.
Jay Eastwood. I'm talking about Jay Eastwood. I
Oh,
was
oh, oh,
there.
he's a good defender. And his role is different on the Knicks. He now see like his role is not. He's not gonna have that Cam Thomas role. Like Cam Thomas got the green light right now because guys like KD and Kyrie are not there anymore. But Quentin Grimes doesn't have that. Quentin Grimes on this team right now is like the fourth option.
For offense.
You know, on offense. Yeah, because you remember you got Julius, you got Jalen Brunson. He's our first option. And if you ask me, Julius is the second, RJ is the third, and then you got Quentin Grimes. So it's kind of hard for him to, you know, to actually, you know, they don't really let him go in his bag the way I think they should, because I really do think Quentin Grimes got a bag, and he's shown this year what kind of player he could be with the ball in his hands and even out his. He could play all four with the ball, all that. He's a good passer. He could shoot. He got dribble. He could do all that. So but I always continue to say he's the better two-way player than Cam Thomas. But Cam Thomas is a bucket, man. I can never take anything away from him, man.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Two things. One, I think Hartenstein is soft. Two,
You tripping. You tripping. Lately he's been balling. He had 4 blocks today.
Okay, that's
He
more
had
like
4
it.
blocks today. He's been playing much better. My problem with Hartenstein was I don't think Coach Tommy T was playing him the right way, and some way somehow, and I think that he was playing hurt too. I think he was playing hurt, but But at the same time, you know, coaching, bro, coaching. You can't really you don't even know that Jaffe, because at the same time, like I said, he's the fourth option on this team. He's not gonna demand the ball like Julius Randle does, like Jalen Brunson does. It's the
Right,
same
but
thing with if you take those guys off the team, I guarantee you're gonna see a different Quentin Grimes, bro. You're gonna see a different Quentin Grimes because now he'll have more opportunities to shoot the ball, to have the ball in his hands. But when you got three guys in front of you, you're not gonna see that, bro. Just like Cam Thomas didn't see that because of KD, Kyrie, and James Harden.
yeah, but that's why it's more debate who has the better season than who's the better player, because sometimes it's just about the role you got to play.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's not
yeah.
going to reflect on how good of a player you are because of your role. So
No, of course.
that being said, you get Coach Jock Vaughn in the post game interviews saying, "Yo, you don't know when the next time you're gonna play. You gotta play like this the last time you're gonna play. This your opportunity. This is your opportunity to, you know what I mean? Give it your best. You know what I'm saying? Just focus on tonight's game, and we'll get to the next game after this game. But for tonight's game, focus on this game." And I think because he has that style of coaching, it keeps a player focus. You know what I'm saying, on the task at hand. And as far as chemistry, I could see it happening because of the things I said prior. But to bring you up to speed, just the relationships they build, knowing each other through just different mediums and having that practice. And I think the best basketball, two things. One, hopefully we go 3-0 before the All-Star break. We play Philly, Miami. We play Philly,
I
Miami.
think you play. I think you play us first, nah? Oh, you play Miami.
You play Philly, the Knicks, and then Miami.
Right.
I
I
think
want to rebuttal this. Can I rebuttal that real quick?
rebuttal
He
what?
said that Grimes, he just catch and shoot. He just catch and shoot corner threes. And yeah, he does that. You know why? Because that's his role. When Coach Tommy T tells you you stand on the corner and shoot the three, you stand on the corner and shoot the three. He's doing what he's told. You know what I mean? That's the reason why that happens. So yeah, you can finish, bro.
Yeah, no, I just want to say I hope we win these 3 games. We want to hold between 5 and 4. We want to stay sturdy with that spot, with that, which is not easy to hold. You know what I mean? It's tough. You guys are tied with Miami with 30 wins. Y'all right there. We got 33 wins. I feel like that last night win was huge. We really needed that win. We got that win, and that will build our confidence. But I said all that to say, when we come from the All-Star break, I expect to see us more of a fine-tuned team. You know what I mean? I don't expect to see a lot of turnovers. I feel like we could gain a lot of chemistry with the practice that we get in those off days. The schedule is we play Philly tomorrow, and then we got a day off and play the Knicks, and then a day off in Miami, and then you got a whole week off from the 16th to the 23rd, from Thursday to Thursday, there's new basketball. From the 16th to the 23rd, I hope that there is basketball with the Brooklyn Nets in practice. I hope they playing together, getting chemistry, learning their spots, learning where, you know what I mean, where they want to be on the floor, that all of that good stuff. And yeah, I think we'll be ready for the Chicago Bulls on the 24th, and we'll beat them that game. Now, I'm only saying that to say, far as that week, that could be a character week for the Nets. Do they all just not link up and just, call each other, or do they really link up and go to the gym and practice together? That team, if they go to the gym and practice together, I think we win and we beat the Chicago Bulls that Friday. And I feel like we're ready for going into March. But winning these 3 games are important for us in the standings, because if we don't win these 3 games, hypothetically, it's bad for us. We could easily fall to 6, 7, or 8, and we could easily avoid that by winning these 3 games, and we'll toggle between 4 and 5, maybe even 3rd place. So before next week, I think we stay in 5th place, but we might go to 4th place. I'm shy to say that we'll go to 3rd place, but I do see us going to 5th or 4th place. I'll say that.
Yeah, fact.
What about y'all? What you think before next week?
I gotta see the schedule and how it's gonna be. I know we play the Nets. I'm not too sure who we play. I gotta look at the schedule. But I think we can end it off all right, man.
Okay, Jaffe talking heavy. He said, "Damn, it's gonna be a good team. I hope this Knicks Nets really become a real rivalry. I want to play y'all in the playoffs."
Yeah,
Nice.
that'd be dope. That'd be dope for the city, man.
Yeah, Barry
That'd
said
be
he
dope
got
for
us
the
going
city.
3-0. Yeah, for the city, the energy would be electric.
Yeah,
that should be electric. The more possible, I see is 3rd and 6. You feel me? What is it? 2-7, 3-6. I can see us in 3rd and y'all in 6. That can happen. That can happen. I think us in 3rd seed and y'all in 6th seed. I think that can happen.
So y'all gonna go over Philly? Y'all better than Philly? Because that's who's at the that's who's in 3rd place.
Twice. Yeah, no,
that's
they beat
who's in
us
3rd
twice.
place right now. So y'all better than Philly? Who's 4th? Who's 4th? Y'all 4th, right?
Cleveland is 4th for 35.
So y'all better than Cleveland too?
We might be. We gonna have to see. We beat Cleveland already, but this new roster,
but y'all beat Cleveland with KD on the team.
Yeah, no, we gotta prove ourselves. Trust me, I'm staying with that. I'm not leaving that idea. That whole motto, that mantra of having to prove ourselves. I think that all of these players on the team have that same sentiment. They all know they have something to prove. And you got KD, you got Cam Thomas who show up in big moments. He showed up in the 4th quarter. You got Spencer Dinwiddie, who also showed up in the 4th quarter. So we got guys that we could go to in the 4th quarter to score the ball. So I'm not worried. I think they're going to be a good duo and to be reckoned with. You should expect them to play good basketball and be one of the better duos in the East Coast. Facts. I'll take it there to say that.
Damn, right after all after one game, huh?
Because it's making you claim my theory to this basketball thing with Brooklyn Nets is Sean Marks is cleaning up his mess. The best thing he
has to clean up his mess because he really dropped the ball.
Getting Dinwiddie back was gigantic. Like that shit was nothing to sneeze at. That shit was
think I really think for Kyrie, y'all could have got way more than Dinwiddie and what's his name? What's the dude name they got? Dorian Finney-Smith? Dorian. Dorian.
We got the same number. I got number 28.
He got a 1st round pick and a 2nd round pick.
Yeah, we got 2. Yeah, we got 2 1st round picks. It looked good.
For Kyrie, you didn't get 2 1st round picks.
Oh no, for Kyrie, we got no. I don't know the specifics on where we got the draft picks, but I know we got 4 1st rounds.
And that was in the KD trade. So y'all got Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, and 4 1st round picks for KD. But for Kyrie, you got a 1st and a 2nd. So I think y'all could have got a lot more than that, bro. Like to me, it's not an even. I don't think it's an even trade. I don't think so. Because Kyrie's a different kind of caliber player, bro. Like Kyrie ain't no slouch.
I think Sean Marks really wanted Dinwiddie back. He really feel like he want to make things right, and he should have never went away from what he started with. And he could have started with Jacques Vaughn and Dinwiddie and built from that. He went the other way. Luckily, fortunately, he was able to pick up the fumble. You know what I mean? Because that was what I see, and in my opinion, it's the best thing he could have did. Dinwiddie is more motivated to win in Brooklyn than KD or Kyrie is motivated to win in Brooklyn.
I agree right there. I agree. I would have told Dallas this trade does not go through unless you give me Christian Wood, because Kyrie is a game changer, bro. Like we talking about Kyrie and KD. Look at what y'all got for KD. You can't tell me that Kyrie is not on that KD level.
Yeah, but am I mad? No, I do
I
think
mean,
we
I'm
could have
sure
got
you're not
more.
mad, but
Yeah,
I'm sure you're not mad, but Christian Wood, Dorian Finney-Smith,
mm-hmm.
Spencer Dinwiddie, and maybe a first round pick instead of the second. Yo, that's a decent deal, man. Like that's a
Yeah,
decent deal, bro.
I think so. I
As a
think.
matter of fact, you shouldn't have gotten those second round picks. You should have got like at least 2 first round picks.
Yeah, it could have worked out that way, but
Yeah, I mean you got 4 first round picks for KD. Why not 2 first round picks for Kyrie?
yeah. I mean, again, I feel like we left off winning because the style of Jock Vaughn is defensive first. I feel like Christian Wood and Denny is a better scorer than Finney Smith, and they only got a chance to pick one of the two, and they picked Finney Smith because he got better defense than Christian Wood.
No. Hey, listen, but you know what that would have been? You know what that would have been? That would have Christian Wood would have sent what's his name? Damon Sharp to the G League, bro. He would have sent Damon Sharp to the G League, bro. And then you got Nick Claxton and Christian Wood. Forget it, bro. That's and you got Christian Wood coming off the bench to back up Nick Claxton, bro. That's dangerous right there.
Yeah, no, I would have. Trust me, that would have been nice. Again, the only reason why I say I ain't mad is because of Jacques Vaughn. But I do like Christian Wood. I thought he was a big pickup from Houston to Dallas, and maybe they were just not. Maybe they didn't budge off him. Like, nah, we ain't giving you both our big men. Like, you know what I mean? So again, and sometimes you got to look at the GM and just respect the handle. Sometimes one GM might just get the up on another GM for whatever the reason is. But I can see Sean Marks, he's trying to shake things up, and I think he did get defensive pieces because we lacked what Ben Simmons was supposed to bring. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we would have got a Christian Wood if Ben Simmons was more of an offensive player, you know what I mean? Or maybe if Ben Simmons played more defense, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like Ben Simmons slide his feet well on the perimeter, but sometimes he doesn't jump at the shot attempt. And if he contests the shot, it would be a fucking good thing for the Brooklyn Nets. You know what I'm saying? You could NBA players, even if you slide your feet with them, if they NBA players, they could just jump and see over you and shoot it in. You know what I mean? Shoot the ball.
Listen, at the end of the day, whether he's a headache or not, man, we talking about a Hall of Famer who's still playing at his peak, bro. He's still playing at a high level. And he's not even
morale.
No, listen, I get it. Like Kyrie is a handful. I completely understand, but for what y'all got in return, like I don't think it was a fair trade for the Nets, bro. I don't. In my opinion, I don't think it. And I'm a Knicks fan, but we talking basketball. So
if I had the grade Sean Marks at trade deadline, I'd give him a B plus.
I would give him an A for the KD trade, but for the Kyrie trade, I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe a B. Maybe a B.
In totality, you get a B plus. You get an A for the KD thing just because, again, these pieces that he's adding, Jacques Vaughn is going to love the coach. But at the end of the day, I think the essential part of the understanding is that we can't replace KD scoring with one player. Just forget about it. And once we got past that part, we could find value at you know what I'm saying? We could find value in what players we need on the team once we got past that part. And I think that's why I like the trade. So again, I just don't like the way it went down. You know what I'm saying? Like, God diggity dog.
Yeah, it went by fast. Like, oh, you're not gonna give me my money? Trade me. Yo, like, and now there's things coming out where he wanted to do this before the season started. He wanted to go to Phoenix, apparently.
Listen, I'm not surprised by nothing when it come to him no more. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man. Like, you know what? I'm glad. I'm actually glad that they chose y'all over us. Thank you. Thank you, man. Because we dodged a huge bullet. And they treating y'all different. They treating y'all different. The media and all this, the way they handling it is light work. If it would have been the Knicks, bro, oh man. Oh man, bro. Oh man. All hell would have broke loose. All hell would have broke loose if KD and Kyrie was on our team and they was forcing their way and they forced their way out of town. The city would have went bonkers, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I feel like we better off without him, and I don't think that's a high ceiling for us to reach. Like, oh, the
let me ask,
Kyrie era is the second round, Game 7. I don't feel like that's that's in our reach. That's possible this season.
You know, honestly, Barry, to answer that question, bro, no, I don't. No, I don't. And this is why I say, like, some fans just don't learn, bro. They just don't learn. They don't understand it. These stars are toxic, man. They are toxic. That's why I don't want no stars on my team, bro. I think I'm like maybe like a 5% of the fan base that I don't want none of that drama on my team. Keep building the way you building right now. I believe in building your team from the ground up. And I like what the Knicks are doing. You know what I mean? Like, we 30-28 right now. They didn't even have us winning 30 games by the All-Star game, bro. They didn't even have us winning 30 games. We were supposed to be trash. They kept saying we wasn't even going to win 40 games this year. We were not going to be a playoff team, you know?
Yeah, so, I think all of the moves y'all made in the offseason showed that y'all going to be a strong team. Especially
bro, like,
you know, hold on, I wanted to say this too. I said this on my part, that Jalen Brunson set the bar high for Kyrie Irving, because Jalen Brunson in the Dallas Mavericks, where they went to
the Western Conference Finals.
They went to the
Western Conference Finals, and Jalen Brunson.
That's a high bar.
Jalen, if they don't go that far. And I don't think they're gonna go that far, bro. Defensively, what do they have? They was already bad defensively, even with Dorian Finney-Smith on that team. They were still bad defensively, bro. So now that he's gone, he was their best defender.
So Kyrie, he got to deal with that pressure of reaching.
Yeah,
that Jalen Brunson reached for him, because they missed Jalen Brunson. Obviously, if they didn't miss Jalen Brunson, they wouldn't get somebody like Kyrie Irving. You'll just get anybody there. You'll get Josh Hart. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't need Josh Hart for what Jalen Brunson did. They need somebody like Kyrie Irving. So again, whatever, Kyrie, you over there. Listen, I got love for you as a person, as a human, as a man, you know, all that stuff like that. But as a player, as a fan, listen, it is over. Next time we see Dallas, we'll be in the finals. If we don't, we see y'all next season. Listen, you gotta be versus.
You already talking finals, huh?
I'm gonna have my popcorn ready, watching you and KD and Kyrie go. You and KD go at it to see who's gonna make it to the finals, because you're gonna have to face Phoenix some way or another. Y'all gonna have to face.
And Phoenix. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't see neither one of those teams making it to the finals, bro. I really don't. Bro. Like, Denver's a good team. Memphis is a good team. The Pelicans are a good team. You know, the Kings are a good team. Like, you got some really good teams out there, bro. And especially if one of those guys gets hurt, it's a dub for them.
Yeah.
And Kyrie and the Mavs, I don't, you know, I really see him and Luka having problems. In my opinion, I see. You saw how Luka and KP didn't work out, and they shipped Kristaps to fucking Washington for Dinwiddie. So I don't know why he would put two ball dominant players together, but that's Mark Cuban for you.
Listen, all I know is that's their headache now. They got to deal with that. They got to deal with whatever KD and Kyrie got going on. And I say headache in the sense of, do you know if these guys are going to commit to you or not? I mean, because they talk a good one. They could sell a catch-up.
They not, man. They not committing to nobody but themselves. And this is why I say staying clear of stars and leave Siakam in Toronto. Let him ride over there in Toronto. and keep building your team the way you building it right now, man.
Yeah, this was I always wanted. I never when KD Kyrie came, I thought they was just gonna be added to what we were doing. I didn't think we needed to minus who we had here to have them. So that was my issue with them in the first place. Now that being said, for seasons we've been clamoring for another big man. Meanwhile, Jared Allen is an all-star. Case in point is Sean Marks is cleaning up his mess. And as a fan, I can't be more happy for him because he decided to say, listen, even if he's not invited to Nash next party, they'll get over it. Listen, one of us got to go or both of us got to go. So I think Sean Marks did what was best in his interest, and he's trying to maneuver it to say, yo, you know what? Maybe I did jump the gun. I apologize. And maybe we don't go into full rebuild mode. We'll stay in a situation where we can compete, but it will give a good but our ceiling doesn't rely on KD and Kyrie because they haven't shown commitment. They've been at odds with the front office, and when that happened in such a frequent manner, it's hard to ask for commitment without communication on a regular basis. I feel like they lost touch with between the superstars, KD, Kyrie, and the front office, Sean Marks and Joe Tsai. And say whatever you want. And listen, I've never been a fan to root for the GM. Like, I'm not going to the games to root for the GM and root for the owner. Like, I'm not that type of vlogger. Like, I'll address certain matters, but at the end of the day, I'm a fan of the players. But ultimately, I'm a fan of the team. So that being said, yeah, I'll address, for conversation's sake. But listen, man, I'm happy we assembling a team where we're gonna be one of the top 10, maybe top 5 defenses. Because we got playmakers, and sometimes you just need stops. You don't want to trade baskets to try to win games. Sometimes you're gonna need stops.
He was hype. He was hype, Barry, when they won 12 games in a row. He was screaming championship. Yo, we going to the chip. La la la. Yo, it was all good just months ago, bro. Everything was all good just a week ago.
Yeah, I thought they was gonna definitely stay.
Yo, man, like
how they gonna play 44 games together?
They're gonna retire net players. KD's gonna retire a net for life and all this other stuff. And as soon as Kyrie took off, he said, "Yo, I'm out of here, man. Fuck this team." That's sad. That's sad, man.
He should have never been his team in the first place.
Yo, he went like this. He came in your house, Breezy. He came in your house, smacked your hat off your head. He kicked your fishbowl over flipped the kitchen table. He took Dinwiddie's he took Dinwiddie's photo, threw it across the living room, and said, "Man, fuck this guy," and was like, "Yo, I'm out of here, man. It's been great, Breezy. Thank you."
Kevin Durant, you did not win the championship with the Brooklyn Nets. Don't ever try to disrespect us. Listen, at the end of the day, the Nets fans had your back, and we don't reflect how the front office feel. Whatever business y'all had with them, we don't reflect that energy. What happened with the front office? We wish it would have went well, and we, kind of sour to the extent that it didn't. Barry, yeah, you're right. I was hyped. I ain't gonna cap. Coming in,
hype.
Like, all the fans know all across YouTube on what we doing with KD and Kyrie. I thought we was going to get them to play 44 games in one season. That really did not happen. So all of the stuff, it was more hype than anything because we didn't get to see them play a lot of basketball together.
In the big flop
in their tenor that they was here. So
big flop.
I feel like we're not going to make the same mistake. Nick Claxton going to get the bag. Cam Thomas going to get the bag.
Even Nick Claxton said there was some type of toxic air going on. Like when he came out and said that, I'm like, damn, son. Like you could see why Bruce Brown was like, yo, I can't take this shit no more. I'm out of here. Like, yo, fuck that. I'm gone. And it's that's what stars bring to the table, man. Stars bring all that.
Or what's all in common about them, even Bruce Brown, and Bruce Brown mainly. Bruce Brown even sacrificed not getting traded that one season to come back so he could get the bag from the Brooklyn Nets. Wound up having a great season and then getting the bag from the Denver Nuggets. So I'm saying that to say the loyalty should from GM to players should be to your draft picks. Give them the bag.
Yeah, but Bruce Brown wasn't a draft pick though. Bruce, y'all got him from Detroit.
Right. I know. I'm saying he stayed with us so he could get the bag because he could have left and got traded the season before. He played great, and he was on the market. He definitely showed us the loyalty. So I thought that the Nets would commit to him and give him the bag. They didn't. But again, like I said, I ain't stressing it. I think Sean Marks learned his lesson. He made a mess, and what we got, second round tops. That is not enough to consider the Nets doing how you say finishing the job. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I do feel like with this roster, it is a success if we do get to the second round. If we make it to the conference finals, then that's definitely a success. But I do feel like we make it to the second round. But I'm about to call it a night. I want to say shout out to all the Nets fans. Shout out to the Knicks fans. I feel like the Nets fans is the best fans.
Nah, y'all not the best fans. A lot of I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all lost a lot of fans that jump ship with KD and Kyrie.
I'm still here. The real ones are still here. The real ones are still here.
Hey, listen, can no fan base be more loyal than Knicks fans, bro? Can no fan base, bro? No fan base be better than Knicks fans? None whatsoever.
I hear you. So my predictions for next week is we win these next 3 games. Definitely feel like we could beat Philly, especially with everybody gonna be there. I know, the chemistry might not be there, but trust me, I think, this is a new look for Philly too. However, they game playing for the Brooklyn Nets, they got to change everything up. They ain't never seen this team together like this. So I think that's the advantage or the edge that we got going in the Philly game. And we need it because they beat us the first 2 times. And that was with KD or Kyrie on the roster.
Barry, you don't count, Barry. So you're not really here. You're not here.
So I'm saying that to say in closing, my predictions is 3-0, and if we do that, we'll be 36-22. We'll hold that 5th spot for sure. Maybe even get the 4th spot, depending on how 34th seed play. Philly and Cleveland. But yeah, man, that's all I got, man. And let's so we'll be back before the All-Star game, right? Yeah.
Yeah, fact.
All right, yeah, we'll be back. So I'll talk to you about that next week for sure.
All right, cool.
But what you got anything else before we dip?
No, I think I'm good. I think I cooked enough today.
Hold on. The Knicks play the Nets before we come back next week, right?
Oh, yeah, I think we play on Monday.
The 13th. Yeah. Hold on. Before we leave, let me get down to the brass tacks of things. The Knicks first Nets game at the Garden. Listen, this is going to be a new look Nets. And again, I don't same advantage we got for Philly, we got for the Knicks. They don't know what we bring in. They never seen. I seen the numbers for Mikal Bridges versus the Knicks. He averaged like 10. Spencer Dinwiddie, he definitely gave the Knicks work before. I seen him put up 30 points.
Yeah,
2 games back to back. He put in work for sure. I like what we got going on, and I feel like we win because the Knicks haven't proved that they can guard the 3-point line, and that's how we've been winning games as of recent. And if they leave us open for 3, I think we beat them easily. They're gonna have to show us that they can defend the 3 ball. If they don't defend the 3 ball, I think we pull that win out of the Garden. What you got for that, bro?
Nah, I think that I think you're right because that's been one of our biggest problems. Guarding the perimeter. If we could guard the perimeter and cut off the costly turnovers, I think that we should be good. Because
I seen y'all miss some big
free throws. Yeah. We was 11 for 16 today in at the free throw line, so that's not good. But we still a good free throw shooting team. But you know, I think we could be able to win these next two games against y'all. But we just gotta play sound basketball, and when it comes to the fourth quarter, we gotta end the fourth quarter with a bang. We gotta end it right because we can't be slouching in the fourth quarter because that's what happens to us. We always get caught up late in games. So we can fix all that. We're gonna be all right.
So before next week, your game. What's your prediction? Do you know it?
I'm not. I gotta look at the schedule. I don't got the schedule in front of me right now. So I know.
Oh,
I know we got the Nets. Um, and I'm not too sure what the other games. I gotta look at the schedule.
I got you. See this schedule real quick. Y'all got us, and you probably got the same teams. Y'all got Utah.
Yeah, we got the Nets. We got who we got next? Next we got Utah. I think we play
Yeah.
Utah next.
And then y'all got
So
Atlanta. So y'all got 3 games before next Friday.
I think those are all 3 winnable games. I think those are winnable games. I think we could win all those games.
I hear you.
Hmm I think we go. Yo, you know what? I'm gonna go on a limb and say we go 3-0.
Hey, I'm gonna start doing these tallies to see how good we are with these predictions, man. Because I ain't gonna lie, I said 2 for 2. How right was I about my shit? I did all right.
Yeah, I did. I actually no, I
Yeah,
didn't do all right. I did bad. I did bad.
I did all right. I did well, I said 2 and 2. Can't yeah. I ain't know they was gonna do it. I ain't know the roster was gonna change like that, but you know, you can't turn back. It's too late to turn back. And you don't want to make no excuse. I said 4-0 optimistic. I remember that. I said 4-0 optimistic, but we might be 2-0. And what happened? We lost 2 and we won 1. No, we won 2. We won that Saturday with Chicago and Washington. We lost 2. So I was right, man. I was right. It was 2-2. And I
Yep.
said that back to back would be tough. We competed in that Clipper game. We competed in both games, but yeah, 2-2. I was right. All right, so yeah, man, I'm looking forward to seeing how we play with this new look Nets, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Kev. Shout out to Nick.
Facts, stuff. Facts.
Shout out to T Tom. Shout out to what I'm saying, the Nick fans, I guess. Shout out to the Nets fans. We the best fans. And I want to
That's
say
a
this
dog. That's a
that
dog.
again, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. Y'all been holding us down, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and
Facts.
listen, man, that game gonna be wild, man. On Monday, look for both of us, man. Look for me on my page. Look for them on them page. I don't
Knicks
know if they
and
want
Ish.
to do it. I don't
Follow
know if
us.
y'all
Hey,
want to
listen,
do
any
a
new
joint,
Nick, any.
together joint. We could do that.
Oh, that'd
I
be
don't know,
dope.
man.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope.
So we'll
Any
talk
new
about
Nick, any new Nick fans in the chat? Follow us on Knicks and Ish on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You already know we try to put up the best content we got for our fan base. Salute to y'all. Let's go Knicks. Let's go Knicks.
it. All right, y'all. We gonna see y'all Monday.
All right,
Peace.
y'all. Be blessed.
10-0.